So we're getting the
so maybe we can just cut it.
We're getting the old trailer here. We were adjusting brakes, and then these back brakes weren't working, because Alex was saying. And then I've seen this happen once before on YouTube. It happened to Larson's Farms, actually. I was watching their video. They had the same thing happen, and there was no air supply to the back here. And I was like, what is the chances that we had the same problem? And it is. Those are bees. They flew in the air supply line, and then must be when we hooked it on one day, we slapped all those suckers right to this corner, and it plugged that hose right up. So I'll have to dig that out or cut it or do something. Be ready to go. But I can't believe that actually happened. I don't got my GoPro, so I'm doing this on my phone real quick. Didn't expect to record anything today. Well, I also took the 90 fitting off that it screws into. Christoph has the adapter piece that connects into that valve. Yeah, this still broke. And he's just blowing some air through that screen, because it does have a piece that screws into that, has a screen on it, luckily, so none of this gunk goes in it. And I know it's bees or other things because I can see the little legs. But it's crazy. Never thought it'd happen. Well, we got a lot going on today. Christoph's putting a new undercarriage in the Volvo. We'll have to show you the old chain. The old chain is non-existent, basically. And the rollers, all new ones on this side, because only one was good. And then that front idler was shot. We already did new teeth on it a while ago, so those are still good. And then we're doing the front end finally. I had most of it yesterday, but couldn't get these pins. We got them this morning out. And then this center diff is basically welded itself together, or just all the teeth are grabbing each other. So we're gonna pull that out. Trying to get it to crack.
It's cracking.
We're gonna bring it up to Canada, and they're gonna rebuild it for us, because all those bearings gotta be perfect, and gears, and we don't want to mess with that. But we did the time-consuming part, at least.
I did the MX.
Yeah.
I came back together correctly.
So we got our
I think you gotta let it down a little bit.
jack extension on this. Oh, he didn't say it on camera, but he was gonna say something that was getting bleeped. Just a something here. You got a washer he's losing.
Yeah.
Where's that from?
The nut. Yeah.
Transmission jack would be pretty slick.
Yeah. I got the valves.
This is safety third.
Yep. Drop it like she's hot.
Yeah, I'll go down 2 inches.
Maybe not everything.
I thought you had it.
I did, but I didn't have it going this way. Okay, pull it out.
Oh, put the camera down, it's heavy.
Maybe one thing broken,
Right?
They say that it'll be alright.
Well, he stopped as soon as he couldn't steer anymore, which was, I mean, probably what would happen. So, it's blown in here.
I think clutch pack, probably.
The other one, all this.
Camera can't see it anymore further.
Well, you can still see it.
Right. So,
So,
I can't let it down.
yeah.
I guess you can show it on the inside, all the steel.
At least the big gears, all that's still good.
Our problem is, yeah, there's a chunk of steel, Ferdy. It fell. That's our problem. So I don't. That's a gear.
Well, they ain't the gears.
That's a nice tooth.
Yeah, so it's the little gears inside and
Okay.
these. So probably the different. He probably ran it all-wheel drive. Oh yeah, this is loose. Easy goose.
It's another gear piece.
All right. So we're guessing the operator put this sucker in diff lock maybe while it was spinning. So it's later in the afternoon. We have been doing a lot of projects, but Christoph was up at the dealership, brought that center diff up there. They're gonna rebuild that for us. This excavator, we're actually working on the other excavator, getting it ready to pull the engine out of it, because from 1 second to the next, she started knocking on our father, and motor oil is fine and everything. It's just a lot of hours, basically, is the best way to put that one. It's just happens. So now we're putting this idler on, And this is actually the second one. We got an aftermarket one that we got with the idlers. It's over there, and we thought it was the wrong one because it was squeezed too much together. So we called Volvo up. They had one in stock. Okay. When we put the Volvo one on, ended up being too close together also. And then I checked the old one. It was also like that. So we found out we got to spread it. So we found out that we got to spread it. So we decided to use the Volvo one because it's a little wider. It'll fit in the housing tighter, and we'll send the other one back. But we have to spread it. So I got this little crank, took the one out. Okay. Took that one out, fit in there, and we're cranking this sucker, and it spread it, and now it works. I guess they're all designed like that to have to be open. So it's the next day, and yesterday, did I record what we were doing?
For a second.
Or I guess I showed the excavator, this excavator. The other excavator, Christoph and me did about 90% of the work to get the engine ready to pull, because the engine is like kaput. I think I did talk about it, but I don't remember anymore. It was yesterday. But we got 90% of that ready to pull. We just got to pop the 4 engine mount bolts and lift it out. And then we had other stuff to do. So anyways, back on the project with the Volvo undercarriage. We had a lot going on this morning. And yeah, so we're putting the new chain in. This is an aftermarket kit. We did put the Volvo idler wheel in because we did like that it was about a 1/2 inch wider on both sides. Right here, so it just gives you a little bit more it gives it a little bit more meat to sit on this. It didn't make it any tighter in there, but we liked it, so we had both because we thought the aftermarket one wasn't the right one at first. So Volvo had it. I think I explained this, and it ended up being the right one. Just we didn't think you'd have to spread it open like I showed. But anyways, besides the fact, we're continuing on this project. So we're figuring out which way the chain goes on, and this side has to get dragged out, and that end is going to go underneath, and then we got to bring it around up.
We'll straighten it out and just push it, hopefully.
If it goes well. If it's in, it should be a lot stiffer than the old one, so it should run a straight line. Did I show what the idler wheel out here that we replaced? Yeah, the pin is in there. This is supposed to be tight, and there is about 2.5 inches of slop on both sides of the pin. So that's junk. And then the track, Christoph already threw in the steel pile. It wore through this pin, and the track was grabbing on. I wore through the bushing, I guess, and then we were running on the pin on one side of it. So that chain was junk. So we do run shit until it's dead. We got this sucker unrolled. It is stiff. Christoph is using his next big thing, and instead of a big hammer, he's using a big pipe. You know it was heavy because you heard him breathe out like a bodybuilder. So I'm standing on this thing, and oh, there we go. I didn't think it was gonna drop. So now the other one, you could move that sucker 6 inches or more one way. Yeah, we should clean up in here. We know it before someone bitches, but we have a lot of projects we're trying to do, and it goes quick. Anyone that works in a shop knows it goes quick.
Oh, I'm gonna try skid steer. I'm gonna try to push it up here, so you know.
As long as we, I don't want to shit on this whole track because the underbelly.
I'm just gonna go sideways.
Okay.
You put plenty on there.
I put plenty on there. I did unroll it, so it was me driving. This thing was a process to get in there. It didn't want to fit in the hole right on where the grease hole goes, so I had to put a come along underneath and pull it down. I think you could just push from the end with how stiff this thing is. All these boxes and crates are parts for this that you're seeing. Oh yeah, look at that. Professional guiding right here. Yes, the only thing holding this excavator up is the boom right now. You may ask why we're reusing the old paddles. because they're expensive. A little bit more. Yeah. The plan is just to get enough on the gear, and then we can kind of start using its own strength to bring it up to here, and then we'll put a chain on it and just walk itself back. That's the plan.
Wait, where's your camera?
Right here.
Oh, it's on?
It's on.
Yep, keep going, you're good.
Our track's slipping.
Is it slipping? Oh, yeah, hold on. Oh.
You stand on that sucker. No bueno.
We have to use the chain to pull it.
Okay. And yes, I was running the track from outside. Crazy. Crazy world. So we'll let it down kind of close or all the way. And try to get as much slack as we can out of this. Just be gentle so you don't crack the cement. I'm just trying to see. Yeah. No, we gotta pull this chain on the bottom to get those teeth to line up. Yeah, we just gotta line it up like that. You're good. Let me let it down. So we got the chain stretched. There might be a little bit of slack in there, but Christop's gonna pick this up all by himself. See, he moved it.
I moved it.
All right, we'll shove this bar in here.
We got washers in there.
Pull this out. Stick it in a different hole.
Yeah, we got a lot of sloppy slop right there.
Okay.
I would say we use the come along.
Yep. So there's a little, kind of a bushing style washer that goes on both sides here. And then, maybe, oh, you got it. That pops in on both sides. This pin right here
I guess it doesn't matter which way the pin goes.
is designed
So
to,
where do you want it? Should we put it on the outside, inside?
we're gonna put the pin in that way instead for two reasons. One is if something hits the locker, it's maybe less likely if it's on the inside. And second, if the pin decides to come out because the locker's gone, or you're more likely to see it working its way out this way than you are
If it's going
towards the inside, because you get out of the machine every now and then.
Yes.
So those are our two reasonings. We're either wrong or right doing it this way. Someone will have something to say. And we're here to listen to the complaining. just not care at the same time. All right, let's.
Yeah, take this paint off.
Oh, you just paint? Nothing the sledgehammer can't fix.
Right?
Maybe we should have put anti-seize on it.
No. It's grease in there.
So we might have to lift this though to get this.
You got a lot of slack.
Oh, there is a lot.
Fuck, you got
Oh,
big.
geez.
Yes.
Never mind. We're just gonna crank. I'm gonna turn this off.
Yes. Yeah, definitely want to go more, but we want to put fire in there and pick the.
Use the one thing that needs to stay round. As he has a sledgehammer right now. Look at that.
You got too much in it. You know?
Maybe not.
Too much.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, we'll give it a little love tap.
Okay. Sometimes you just gotta tap it and.
She wants to go home.
Hey, they're making a new Happy Gilmore.
Is that it?
And for some reason, they didn't put us in the movie.
Tap it in.
Hey, that's a good movie. Anyways, besides that, yeah, we got one track connected. All these other ones are press fit.
Yeah.
You come in with a specific hydraulic press. You can heat them and sledgehammer the shit out of them to do it yourself with the old purse, but
We did it before.
we've done it, but it sucks. This is the first time we've had this kind of a style.
Yes.
So this is the locking kind of a mechanism. So it's just a pin. So
Well,
one
you
of
can tell, I'll pleat it out already.
we're gonna you slap this sucker in there. It's nice and tight. We're gonna bend the other one down. That way, if we bent both up, or if I had this down, I bent both down, this could always turn and good chance of catching something. So we're gonna put this one up like this, and he's gonna whack it into place. Then he's gonna bend this one down. That way it can't turn. We're gonna see how he likes the little hammer.
It's vibrating.
I got this hammer at Napa. I like this hammer. What do you need?
I don't think we can move.
Look at that. Professional.
Almost.
It's like we've almost done this before, but we never have.
Oh, the other one.
Not with this style.
No. Alright, let's tighten this bitch up.
Yep.
We'll stop.
We got 2, 4. So we got 6 paddles on so far. They're only tightened with the 1/2-inch impact. We'll go back through with the big gun and a breaker bar probably. Get these suckers snugged up, but for now, for convenience and speed, we're doing it like this. But Christos wire wheeling where the old paddles will sit on here. Get them clean so that there's no dirt. And all new bolts and everything because he torqued the old. There's 3 more bolts. I gotta record something. Now that we're finishing up torquing these to the German torque spec.
Tight.
Yep. So we got our, oh, this is a 4-foot breaker bar, and then we put a 5-foot tube. He is tightening the last bolt on this track. And we were taking turns. I just recorded Chris. All right, so I guess it's been 2 days. We finished that Volvo yesterday. I didn't record more of that because it was just tightening bolts and stuff, the same that I've already been showing. So it was nothing crazy. Got Henry right here. The little 84 is in here because the water pump blew on it the other day. We got that coming. Once the new one comes, there's a whole, that was like a half a shit show for a water pump, but that's coming anyways. That's still up in Canada getting the parts rebuilt. And then the black Western Star, I don't remember if I shared it, but Tyler was driving it and he was going to Enosburg, right where Boston Post is. Henry, do you want to tell him what happened? Do you know what happened?
Was it lift heat?
No, this tire ended up, it was a pretty decent tire, still would have probably ran it another year. The other side was identical. It blew out. And when a front tire goes, luckily it wasn't an accident because normally you lose control, but yeah, luckily he was able just to pull it right into the Boston Post driveway. And the most that happened was it shattered the hood right here and it opened that up. Ferdy worked on it this morning because it's been a couple weeks, but we finally had time today. He got that riveted. It actually doesn't look that bad for what happened. truck could have been totaled and the hood could have been smashed. So luckily, nothing bad actually happened. And see, this is the other tire right here. Still has like another year in it for the amount of driving we do. So
Yeah, same time.
they were exactly the same. We put them on together, brand new.
Yep.
So we definitely would have ran this tire for another year. So there was no reason for it to go, but you have that. Anyways, like I said, at least there was no accident. And he was able just to pull it off the road right away. Because it took him for a ride, but luckily he was going slow and had both hands on the wheel.
Down the corner.
He was turning with it.
I was making fun of him about being on a seatbelt. He's like, I'll never not wear a seatbelt again. Pussy.
Anyways, we're gonna go right now to the John Deere excavator and we're gonna pull that engine out. So we're at the this old Deere excavator. Henry, you want to tell them what broke on this? Henry.
That didn't broke off.
That broke off. That's our problem. No?
Then this.
Okay. So anyways, Henry has no clue apparently. So yeah, the engine is knocking pretty good. Christoph and me were here 4 something days ago. And what happened now? We did about 90% of this the other day.
Henry, please be careful.
All that's left is pulling the 4 engine mount bolts, hooking a chain to it,
Unhooking this one.
and the getting the bell housing off that goes to the oil pump to the crankshaft. But everything's loosened right there. He just had to grab a ratchet strap. And then we have to slide this engine as close to the radiator as we can, and then it'll pop out. Yeah, I gotta put the camera. Ferdy said this is not content. I said this is the best kind of content.
No,
so what we got going on here is we got 3 of the engine mounts loose. And the last one, this gun ain't gonna open because it wants to be a piece of crap. So we can't find one of our 3/8 extensions, the longest one. So we got the 3/4. So we got a 1/2 inch down there with a 1/2 inch extension and then an adapter to 3/4. Ferdy's gonna hold this steady.
I said we could use the torches to heat the nut up, but then we probably wouldn't have an engine left.
A little bit of oil down there right now.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
She is looser than a goose.
Oh my god.
Oh, you see that?
It did go though.
You want to say not to do that?
That was actually kind of pathetic, though.
That the gun didn't open it?
Yeah,
I have more.
Goose is a goose. Though.
Let's try to.
That. She's a long slong. Yeah, with an extension on there, it ain't gonna. We did not have an extension on the impact. We had it like that. And normally that thing will.
There's a lot of effort for that.
Normally that thing actually opens up some impressive stuff, so.
Not today.
Today it just wants to piss us off. Someone's gonna be like, you should have bought Milwaukee. You should have this and then. This is our 2nd DeWalt gun. 3rd DeWalt gun, I guess. And they get the, yeah, but they get the living shit beat out of them. So like they don't die young on the farm, or they die young on the farm because they get beat to shit. Anyways, we don't have a crane. This is our crane. It's our last standing bucket tractor at the moment since the water pump broke. Might have to readjust that chain. Oh boy, our poor radiator.
We gotta take all this mounting off. There's no way we can get that fucker past. Shut up! You want to come close to me so you can get that thing out?
Yeah, if you can. Trying to get this out. I can't get that.
How much you need?
Not a lot.
Huh?
Trying to get that out. And I can't get that off. It like welded to itself. I think we're just gonna have to try pulling it out with it. So everything's gonna hit. We're turning exhaust black here.
I think it's gonna have to come all into one piece.
Yep. And then when it's off, we'll just try not to break this radiator, basically. I'll pull it towards me. Doing some. Whoa, 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 whoa! Let it down a little. I gotta get it popped in there. So as soon as we can, we gotta pull it your way because I can only load so much more. Oh yeah, whoa, whoa. Easy. Close to that radiator. What are we hitting?
Everything. Maybe I can try it.
Oh, gotta get this out. Wait.
Can we go up anymore?
Yeah, go up. Oh, okay. I'd say that's a success with taking it out and not destroying the radiator. It's just a little engine.
Yeah, it's only a little closer.
Guess I didn't record it clunking, but she didn't sound healthy. Alright. Time to go eat lunch. The only electrical on this thing that worked before someone complains is... Nope, nothing worked. It didn't even charge anymore. So literally, the starter worked to the key switch, and then
The thermostat worked.
And the thermostat worked, and the oil pressure gauge worked.
And the temperature sensor.
That is the thermostat.
No, thermostat is
Oh, you're talking about the engine I thought you were talking about the temperature sensor
Hey,
thermostat.
we've had that not work on this.
Anyways, electrical wise, it had 2 good batteries, and it started until it wouldn't anymore. Then we threw 2 new good batteries in it again, and that was about it. Anyways, on to the next project. Well, the engine's hanging right here. We're about half a mile from the farm, and we're debating on just cruising home with it like this.
I think we're gonna.
And we know it's not right, but
We went to the main pressure washer at home.
yep. So yeah, I'm just gonna go gentle and bring it home. As long as you don't see another clip, I didn't drop it.
Exactly.
So that's the way you know it worked or not. But she needs to get washed and then stripped down and fixed. And yes, the dampener we saw is disappeared. It was metal on metal, so that probably didn't help with this engine going we're seeing. So that'll get changed out. Just a lot of work, but this thing was last done 12 years ago. I was about Marcus's age, so maybe longer. Christoph did it at a very young age. He put it in.
The field too.
They did it over there. He did it with Mikey.
1,000 feet away from here.
Yep, he did it with Mikey back then, and yeah, they were. I did it with the MX 120 with that bucket tractor. So this has a lot of hours. It's probably due to change. Well, to end this video, we grabbed the combine, the head. Christoph just got done servicing it. He found a couple things he wants to work on, and then we got one little 4-acre field we know for sure is ready. Well, maybe we'll combine it tomorrow on Sunday, depending how everything goes. Christoph's really struggling putting panels on.
Scratch the paint. So it's
But yeah, either tomorrow we will be able to, but we got a couple of stuff we'd like to do. You hear Marcus, he's spreading up the King Road right now with the 74. He's just letting the tractor beller. Well, I'm gonna end this though. So either the next video will be combining or more fixing. He got it figured out finally. So thanks for watching. Till the next one.